Why you wait till last minute to pull this toy out?
I just thought of it. I just thought of it as a good idea.
I'm gonna wait till we're close to starting to be prepared.
For live, I saw that. He's trying to talk trash live.
I don't talk trash. How dare you?
Seem all cool and stuff. Oh, God.
Because I am cool. How dare you?
You are pretty cool.
Thank you.
Cool,
See?
dude.
Cool, dude. But yeah, no, I agree, dude. Like, it feels pretty good to be this prepared. It's insane.
Is anyone tuning in quite yet?
We got 2.
We do.
Yeah, it's quite interesting that people want to watch us this early in the day. Oh, look, it's Jason. What up, Jason? What up, The Shape?
What's up, JC, baby?
Is that your Nosferatu?
Yes, sir.
I'm actually really excited to see this thing, dude.
Oh my God, I had it open already. It is freaking awesome.
You're like me. You open up your figures and you're just like, oh, okay, time to put it back in the package.
Pretty much. But let's start.
You're good, Jason. We appreciate you showing some support, though, man. What do you want to start? What do you want to start on?
The show.
Okay, you're right. All right. I love this part. What's up, guys? Welcome to the episode. I can never do it. Why can I never do it on the first try? My mouth is dry. That's why. And it's been a minute. Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Small Talk, the show where we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. I'm your host, Damien, and my co-host, Dylan.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Why is this a trend? Why did you make this a thing? I don't understand.
It's because it stresses you out every time.
Oh, my God. So, first off, I want to let everybody know that, yes, I am going to be a little echoey than usual. I am in a room that has nothing in it because it is being renovated. So please bear with us because I do get loud, which means the echo is going to get louder. So I apologize for the noise, but here we are. So what do you want to start off with, Dylan? Do you want to talk about what we got last show, or do you want to talk about what a scrapyard?
Well, we can just say start off here. We want to thank our friends over at Waddle's Scrapyard. Friends, multiple, isn't just one guy. Over at Waddle's Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode of Small Talk.
Thank you for clarifying that it's not singular, but it's plural.
What we got, since I have a new idea. We do this instead of new this week. We do new last fortnight. I'm just kidding.
I don't know what that means, but
that's what Ian and Pete do over at Only Fools and Collecting. So what I got new, I got some cool stuff. So finally,
well, you always have cool stuff. What do you mean? You got the dinosaurs in? Do they move?
I finally got my Indominus Rex in.
Ooh.
This is the Nanmu. It's pretty much a statue. Only thing that moves. The tail's a little bendy, but I didn't even know that. I thought the tail was stationary.
It's got full articulation. It's got a wire in there.
Yeah, it's a big, thick wire. In the tail.
That's what she said.
Mouth opens, and that is it for articulation. But it's pretty much a statue. It is by, again, Nanmu. I think like Nanmu Studios or something. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of like representation of Jurassic Park figures. I think they're pretty sure they're unlicensed. They're considered third party, but it's pretty awesome. I know for sure it's missing. So like if you remember, I think it had like wiry spikes coming around the neck area in the back. Mm-hmm. It's missing those, which is fine. I didn't expect that, I guess.
I feel like those would break over time anyways.
Yeah, I know like the Chronicle Collectibles one has that, obviously. Mm-hmm. Looks amazing. I just don't have $800 to fork over for that.
Yeah, like Zach.
Overall, I really like it. It's a cool figure. There's one blemish on its wrist. I don't think you can see, but it's like a black.
My glasses aren't that good, man.
You can kind of see it there. It's like a black spot, really small.
Oh, you mean it's like right here?
Yeah,
like right there. Okay, so
yep.
What's up, Danny?
But other than that, it's pretty awesome. I have heard pretty good things about this. I'm pretty sure these guys are well received in the Jurassic Park community. The only thing, like I said, that sucks is essentially that little blemish and the paint. He's a little, you can't really tell on here, but he's kind of a little redder than what I remember him in the movies.
Yeah, in the movies he's pretty albino.
Yeah, he's pretty damn white or gray. But they do a really good job with the sculpting and the.
That is very pretty.
Yeah, like if you look up close up on the skin, they do a good job.
I'm getting as close as I can.
A few complaints I've heard about them are sometimes the arm seams not too apparent on this guy for me, unless you're looking at him straight on. Mouth is a little loose, like you kind of got to force it to keep it shut if you want it shut.
Oof.
But the detail inside the mouth is the coolest part. So I don't know why you would want to do that. I cannot wait for their other things. They're doing the mosasaur, the sea creature that kills this guy actually in the movie. They're doing him. They're doing a couple T-Rexes. They got all kinds of things, but I got quite a bit on pre-order with them. I am pretty jacked about the T-Rexes because they're gonna rival Rebor pretty closely, and if they don't have like a warping issue, they could be quite a bit better. So I'm pretty excited. I think people are starting to get that in hand, but I pre-ordered through Big Bad Toy Store, so that means I won't see it for a year. Just kidding.
Pretty much. What's up, Seth?
What else I got was this guy, the Mezco.
I just have the lunchbox. Just send me the lunchbox.
I got the Mezco Nosferatu.
Really disregards me.
This guy is no, you can't have my lunchbox.
Why? I thought you loved me.
Taking this to work when we're back at the office.
Oh, okay.
He comes with. I'm not going to take it out now, but comes with like a coffin.
I want to see the coffin though.
We've talked about him on the podcast before.
Can you just lay him in the coffin?
You will not. Well, I'm going through this here, but he comes with the coffin. He comes with 3 head sculpts. He comes with 2, 4, 6 rats, and then some are inside the coffin. He comes with this little lantern.
I never have too many rats.
And he comes with his little hat. Like it's like I don't know what to call it. But oh my god, I have to show you this head sculpt.
I'm waiting for it.
Because it is so awesome. I have heard it's a very stylized Nosferatu, not the real like 1922 version, even though that's what it's based off of.
That is sick, dude.
They said it's a little. I think someone was saying it's a little stylized, very
kind of modern.
Yeah, more scary than he was in the show, which I am totally fine by.
Dude,
because this guy is pretty terrifying. His hands have big old long claws.
Ooh.
And yeah, again, like I always say this, but their strong suit is soft goods, and he's no different. Very weird. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was gonna pre-order this, but I was like, fuck, dude, I don't know. I have nowhere else to put it, but yeah, go ahead. Keep explaining this thing. He
comes with just the basic head sculpt on of just him sitting there with the teeth out, and then he comes on with one with his mouth closed, little warpy, dirty there, but yeah, overall, pretty jacked about him. I think he turned out really well. So
no, I agree. Like that looks phenomenal. Like I'm kind of upset I didn't get him.
He got. I'm pretty sure he's pretty well received. He also came with a T-shirt, And a few other things which kind of drove up his price, which drives people crazy because it's essentially just an excuse to drive the price up on him. You know,
what was his overall price?
112.
Oh,
Yeah, so he came with all this, and I know like the coffin was pretty big, so he came with a good amount of items and everything to justify the price. Essentially, the problem is it's a lot of stuff that people don't ask for.
Yeah,
like I know a lot of people were saying that they wish that they would have an option where they could not get the extras. But he also comes with like this film frame thing from one of their homemade videos that they did when they previewed this guy.
Just send me that. Just sign it and send it to me.
Just sign it. But yeah, he looks pretty good. Initially he sold out pretty quick. But they opened up a re-release window to now where he'll ship I think in Q4 of this year. He sold out relatively quickly, and then Mezco came out with a message that's pretty much, I'm paraphrasing, but said he was a little bit more popular than we had expected. We're putting up another window for ordering more if you would like something along those lines. Let me see. I found it. Due to overwhelming demand, Nosferatu is now available for pre-order and will ship at the end of this year. Please make sure to select the correct t-shirt size when ordering. And it was open until July 1st, and he went up June 29th. And so everyone who wanted him, I believe, got him.
Except for me.
Yeah, you had your window. But yeah, so that's a pretty cool. Hey, pull him up on the slideshow.
Oh, you're right. You over here talking about him, and we have like pictures of this guy.
Yeah, so that kind of brings us into the Mezco minute. But here's some other promo pics for him. And yeah, he's pretty cool. Someone was saying that they haven't gone down like the silent screamers route, which is like the old style movie horror figures, since like Frankenstein, which was among like their first in the 112 collective. So that's kind of interesting to see them revisiting that, and hopefully that keeps the options open for horror. But yeah, there's the coffin that he comes with.
Yeah, I'm a little upset I didn't get him, but I mean, I don't get very much, so I'm not too concerned about it. I get what I want. That's fine.
Yeah, speaking of stuff we got that we didn't want, you can go to the next slide. So the next part of Mezco Minute is them they're doing like everyone else, like a digital Comic-Con. Their first big announcement was this Mezco Con booth in a box. It's $170, ships immediately, and it was up for 1 hour-ish yesterday, which would have been 7/23/2020. Oh no, 2 days ago. I'm sorry, 7/22/2020. He went up. He comes with a ton of stuff. Like, this is another one where they included probably more than what people wanted, but he comes with a lot of cool stuff. $170 comes with a figure, which is a Gomez figure. They call him what do they call him?
You got this.
It's the Gomez, the Clan of the Golden Dragon edition. And so he's very like samurai-ish. I got a picture of him in the next one.
Is he a samurai? I thought he was like a karate, like the Yeah, that's not a samurai. That's a
Oh,
ninja.
yeah, sorry, Ninja.
How dare you?
But yeah, he comes with a ton of stuff. The It also comes with a bunch of different gear. It comes with like another 5 points, Agent Gomez, a T-shirt, an all-access badge and lanyard. Um, Iron On patch, which is part of like the Mezco universe or Gomez universe. Gomez and Boombox stickers, pin, and then apparently they are doing a $20.20 coupon, a nod to Mezco's 20th anniversary celebration. This coupon will be emailed after the order ships, and then there is a max of 2 per order. But unfortunately, it's Sup Danny, Toy Mafia. Anyways, so apparently he sold out, yeah, within an hour. I didn't get him. I was working and I missed it. Very, very bummed about it.
How bum? How about we talking?
Very bummed. He's on
Okay.
waitlist. I hopped on that. But he comes with a lot of stuff. He also the little guy that he comes with as well. So he comes with 3 head portraits, like all Mezco's, like a gold ninja robe.
Yes.
He comes with like forearm guards.
He comes with a lot
And
of
then-
shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna
so
take
he
you
comes
forever
with
to explain all this.
he comes with his own grub. Obviously, his boom box. And then he comes with Kusarigama, connected with a real metal chain, like a nunchuck, shuriken, 2 swords. God, yeah, he comes like
He
a
goes
bow
with a
and
lot of
arrow.
shit, guys.
Yeah, a ton of stuff and like a smoke effect. Comes with a lot, and so I'm pretty bummed I missed out on him. I'm gonna try and get him on the second-hand market. I don't know how that will go. I definitely don't want to overpay for him because I know he's already going for like $300-400. I don't know if they'll do another release of him. I doubt it. They usually don't do that with him like they did in Nosferatu. But yeah, that one was their first big Comic-Con announcement. The next one, this one hasn't been solicited for pre-order. Nope, too far.
How far did I go? That's the next slide, buddy.
I'm looking at something different.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you're using the wrong one. Let me message it to you real quick. But anyways, so the next one is Bishop. Oops. It is he was just teased. Is Marvel's Bishop. I believe he's like part of the X-Men. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, they just showed him. It looks like he has a couple head sculpts, 2 different ones, like one where he's bald and one where he's got a lot of hair. But yeah, he looks cool. He kind of almost looks like a few reuse parts of Cable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty exciting. I haven't seen many figures, especially high-end figures of Bishop. So that's cool. They're diving into that.
There he is.
Let me see. Did you pull him up? There you go.
Yeah, there he is.
Yep. And then the other one that they just actually announced today, which I am very unfamiliar with. Maybe you can talk about him a little bit, but Death Dealer.
Buddy, I don't know much about Death Dealer either. I know, like you stated before, that he is from a painting from what's that dude's name? Frank Frazetta. Yeah. So he is from that. I don't personally know too much about him. I literally just saw this as you did, so I'm learning about him myself. But when I did see him, I was kind of like, "Ooh, I do want to know more about this guy." So yeah.
So apparently, first Death Dealer comic book series was published in 1995 by a company, Veritic, 4-issue series was written by musician Glenn Danzig and illustrated by Simon Bisley. This is according to Wikipedia. There's a couple other authors too, but he originally started from some of the paintings, turned into figures, and yeah. So this looks pretty cool. I don't know anything about him, but it looks like he's done well, and it looks like he almost has a couple different outfits. If you look at those two pictures, maybe not. No, I see you can see he's got his like tunic is kind of shiny. But yeah, we don't know. Again, this one is not up for pre-order either. They just kind of showed it like they would have at a Comic-Con. It was just a reveal. So that one is not up yet, but will be. But yeah.
Yeah, exciting.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So some more Mezco, some Golden Skulls moments.
Yes, this one was from today. And this is House of the Golden Skulls Gold Skull Ninja. He comes with quite a bit too, not quite as much as Gomez, but he comes with like a gold skull head and then a ton of the same weapons, backpack. He comes with a Nuggin top. I don't know how to say that. But anyways, that one's different, I believe. And then his gold smoke plume effects.
Which is basically just like the Skull Clan, just Ninja Skull Clan, really.
Yeah. So yeah, he's made to kind of battle the Gomez. If you go to the next picture, when they put him up for pre-order today, they kind of showed him with that, but they showed him initially put him up for pre-order, and he sold out very quickly. God, I think it might have been under an hour, and he was due for September. Well, after he sold out, Mezco put him up for pre-order again, and that's the one I snagged. So I believe he's still up as we speak during the time of this recording. It's kind of hard to find him on their website. He's not under their 112 collective brands. If you're searching for him, he's under, I don't know if you remember a couple episodes back, we talked about Slugfest Emporium of Badassery. That's where you got like the bag of skulls and like coins.
Yeah,
and
I remember
that. Things. That's where he's on pre-order right now. He's still up, but the new one isn't due to ship until February to April of 2021. So you will have to wait for him if you have not got him yet, but he is still up. So I would definitely pick him up if you're interested at all. Even if you're interested in just any high-end like ninja figures, he'd be a great one for that.
Yeah, I definitely prefer this over the Skull Clan from the previous release of Skulls because, dude, this thing looks fucking clean. That gold skull stacked on like some black fabric and shit, dude. That's clean.
Yeah, he does look cool. This is, I think, I agree, way cooler than the Pink Skull Society Club.
Yeah, I agree. But dive into some Mafex, bro.
Yeah, this was just a couple announcements by them. You got the Batman from the new Batman Adventures animated series, and then the Wolverine brown costume version. They already have the original yellow one, but I'm not a fan of either one of these. I would get the original like yellow suit Wolverine before, and I didn't grow up with the new Batman Adventures animated series, so I'm not interested in that, but I can see where people would.
I guess. I mean, not really. I mean, I grew up with the Batman series, but yeah, it's never been something that, blew my mind or anything. So, but I mean, if you're interested in something of animated sort, here you go. But yeah, there's some Mafex for you, short and sweet and simple.
Yeah, they're pretty quiet this Comic-Con so far, but I'll let you take this.
So yeah, McFarlane, as you guys know, released Mortal Kombat figures for Mortal Kombat 11, and Spawn being one of them, which is kind of where they got the design from. He's already released two different figures for this guy. This would be the third. The other two spawns, one has a sword and the other one has a mace, and this one has an axe. So that's really the only difference between this and the other one, besides the chain on the collar. But yeah, I don't really know where McFarlane's going with this route, seeing as how it's just re-releases with a different weapon. But yeah,
just milking them. Yeah,
yeah.
He sells out relatively quick, so at least they're giving like more chances to snag him. But yeah,
they could have just added these extra weapons with the first release, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. McFarlane's kind of he's being extra with this figure.
I would assume Jason would agree with you. Because I know he likes really when they make it kind of an all-in-one stop for things. Yeah. Like he was a big fan. We'll get there later, but of the Marvel Legends 2-pack with Xavier and Magneto, where they came with all the heads. So yeah, like, I could definitely see that.
Like, why am I going to buy the same fucking figure 3 times for just a different weapon? Like, that don't make sense. I mean, I guess you have options if you don't want the sword or the axe, but yeah, I don't know. It's stupid. But yeah, so McFarlane actually released a new set of rotten creatures that are only available at Walmart for some godforsaken reason. But the line involves a Cygor, which is, the ape, which I will not lie. The ape looks kind of dope. I've thought about scoring it, but you know me. And then, you have your Frenzy, which is a shark, the rattlesnake, battlesnake, and then Raptor. Now, when they released these, or when they dropped them, they only showed Cygor and Raptor. And with Raptor, the only thing I noticed any sort of articulation is just that the head twists forward and backwards. So this seems really like a kind of child or 10-year-old kind of set, because the articulation or any sort, it's very limited. There's not much to it. So I'm not too sure what to, I don't have very high expectations, especially since each one of them is roughly about $10. Cygor and I believe Frenzy runs $20. But yeah, so I mean, if you're into this kind of thing, that's cool. Cygor, the only reason I was interested is just because, I like King Kong, so that's what it kind of reminded me of. But yeah, that's all I got on that, because yeah, that's it. Fucking pre-order at Walmart. I ain't gonna pre-order nothing at Walmart.
These are supposed to be like a cheaper kind of thing that they're doing, because like the Gorilla, Cygor, and Frenzy the Shark are $20, but Battlesnake and Raptor are only $10, I think. So I think they're quite a bit smaller. Yeah, they're very lightly articulated. It's almost kind of a throwback to their old figures where McFarlane struggled with articulation. But Jason said they look like hollow vinyl rotocast. Yeah, they I want to say someone said that Cygor is from the same universe. Dean Raptor isn't. It's Reptar with an E is what is from Rugrats. Raptor.
Not.
I don't know.
Raptor from Rugrats, bro.
I don't know about this, but Cygor apparently is from the Spawn universe. So I don't know if these are all going to start playing into that or what. But yeah, they're packaged and you can already pre-order them at Walmart.
I think I'll, hard pass on that one, because fuck that. Let's jump into some DC. I don't know. We're still on McFarlane. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, McFarlane. Pretty much, yeah. But so McFarlane is dropping some new designs for some DC characters, or I would say figures, not necessarily design. You know what I mean. But yeah, so right here we have Robin, Earth 22 figure from the Dark Knights metal comic book. Superman from the Dark Knights, the Batman Who Laughs from Stay Tyrant Wings, which is also from, I'm sorry, the Dark Knights. And then you also have, what's his name? What is that guy's name? Guy in the Varback. I can't remember his name.
Azrael? No, I don't think that's Azrael.
That's not Azrael. That's oh my god. Yeah, I can't remember his name. I just went blank. But anyways, yeah. So these guys are all from the new little comic that he's doing with Batman. That's what these guys are representing. I don't know too much about the comic personally. I know that he, dropped it, and we actually talked about a couple of his figures on the last show. And there was only one figure, one Batman out of the entire bunch that we were even interested in. But yeah, this is the new drop from them. Yep, the old clock is back, bro.
It's back.
It's back. But yeah, no, I agree, Ian. Like, I'm not a big fan of the design. I don't like any of these. Maybe the Batman Who Laughs, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck McFarlane's doing. But here is Arkham Knight and Deathstroke. These guys.
Oh, sorry, real quick. I will say that these two looks like some of the best that I've seen in the line. I might be jaded because they're one of the few that I can relate to, but they came out with a lot more normal ones at the beginning of it. But I don't know. These two, I feel like they did a really good job. I think Deathstroke looks really good. Is just as far as these figures go.
No, I agree. Sorry, I was messing with something. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of McFarlane, dude. He's just, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, to be completely honest.
He does his own thing. He's got a documentary going up somewhere. I don't know where it's going up at, but did you know that?
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. I just saw a trailer for it somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that documentary. And even with the comic book, I don't know too much about either. With McFarlane, it's kind of like he's kind of a hit or miss. It's like you kind of want to know what's going on, but then you don't, because it's just he doesn't have much going on, really. But yeah, this is what McFarlane's releasing lately.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, please share your thoughts on these guys, because this is.
Yeah, I'll just rattle through these real quick.
Yeah, because I'm not excited about any of them, to be honest.
So yeah, we had Deathstroke from Batman and Arkham Origins and the Batman, both coming fall 2020. We got Cyborg from Teen Titans, the Flash, the Joker based on DC Rebirth Comics, is Azrael in Batman armor based on the comic Batman Curse of the White Knight. We got Batman Flashpoint coming out winter 2020. And then here in the picture, there's two packs coming, the Flash versus Red Death and Nightwing versus Red Hood.
So yeah, that's it for McFarlane. As you guys could tell, he's definitely experimenting a lot with his line. And it's not very surprising how terrible it looks, but whatever.
I saw some of his first couple in stores, and I didn't mind them I didn't mind the way that they were painted. The paint actually looked pretty good. I haven't bought any still yet. I know that Jason has bought some from our group, and he's talked about it being a mixed bag. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of the full consensus for everything with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's what
that's it for that guy.
yeah, that's it for
What's up, Peter? But now we're going to dive into the Super 7. So Super 7 released the Ultimate Ninja Turtles figures, as you can tell. And as you can see, you see April O'Neil. For some reason, my words are terrible. Michelangelo, Metalhead, and Rocksteady, and each of these are 7 inches. They actually look really good, dude. Like Super 7, I will say, like, did surprise me with these guys because these are probably my favorite ones that they've released since we've started talking about them.
Yeah, this is so the 4 that it comes with is April O'Neil. These are all 7-inch.
I just said all that.
You said Michelangelo, Metalhead, and Rocksteady.
Where were you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading. I just got a message about something. My bad.
Oh, okay. No, you're good. But yeah, this is Super 7's 7-inch line, Ninja Turtle line, and like I said, these look pretty damn good compared to what we've discussed about prior with Super 7. But let alone these are, I want to say, the first 7-inch figures that we've talked about from Super 7. All the other ones are like 1.25 inches or 1 3/4, some dumbass fucking size that are like $50. So yeah. How do you feel about them? Like, what are your thoughts?
I've never so far the really cartoony look of a lot of Super 7 figures just isn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, they have like a really antique kind of look to their stuff, I will say. Like they really stuck to like the 70s and 80s kind of toy style, which is kind of cool for, the whatever community is interested in it, but personally, like I like it, but it's not something that I will personally buy.
Correct. Yep.
Same. Yeah. So that's these guys with all their accessories. Michelangelo comes with an extra head sculpt. Each of them comes with 2 sets of hands, and then weapons of some sort. So yeah, I think you're getting a pretty good deal with these guys. I don't personally know what the price is currently, but even then, with like Super 7, with their small toy line, their 1.25 inches or whatever it is, like those are like $20 if I'm not mistaken. So I'd expect these to kind of have a kind of up their price. So, but we'll see. Time will come.
Yeah, their ultimates usually run like from $45 to $50. So
yeah,
they're going to be in that range.
Yeah, which Super 7 doesn't surprise me. But yeah, just jump into some Bandai, bro. Like this I'm excited for because they have dropped some heat.
Yeah, Bandai was huge for this whole thing. As far as Marvel releases, these are just standard releases up on P Bandai, but they did the SH Figure Arts Iron Man Mark 85 I Am Iron Man edition. So it's comes with like a rock base and him kneeling there, pretty battle damaged, and he sits there with like the effects on his gauntlet and everything, like when he snapped his finger. That's supposed to replicate the scene where he says I'm Iron Man. I wasn't gonna get this, but my first Iron Man Bandai I ordered a couple weeks back, and it was the Mark 1. And I thought it might be cool to maybe have this guy paired up with that one. Just show like a beginning of end display, beginning and end display with Iron Man. I think that might be cool. That would be a big reason I'd want them. I know that a lot of people have had obvious issues with loose joints and things like that with legs and hip and the waist and hips sometimes with them at times, which is apparently a common thing for Iron Man figure arts. But yeah,
never owned an Iron Man.
I know I haven't either. But yeah, they also came out with the Scarlet Witch Avengers Endgame version. Apparently, it's just kind of a repaint with different colored eyes, with her red glowing eyes from the Infinity War one. So not a ton to get excited about there.
Yeah, not too different.
No, and then they did repaint. If you remember, we covered a while back, they did the repaint and re-release that no one in the States was able to attain of the Mark III. Well, they're also doing it again with the Mark 7. They're calling it the Avengers Assemble Edition exclusive. So this one, I think you can get for a little bit of a steeper price on Big Bad Toy Store, but yeah, it's considered the Avengers Assemble Edition re-release, just a different paint job of the Mark 7, essentially.
Yeah, and you kind of know my feelings about an Iron Man, so I won't be looking at those. But here's some DBZ,
Yeah,
for our Dragon Ball Z fans out there who really, really ran with it, sack. But yeah, they dropped some Ginyu Force, yo. So here we have Juice, Goldo, and Raccoon. And not only those guys, but we have Burger, and then they also released a Burdock, which the Burger, I'm honestly like, it's almost got me wanting to step into this line because that Burger looks so fucking dope, dude. So dope. I don't really care too much about the Burdock, but the Burger is on point.
which one's the burger?
Burger's the blue guy.
He is he Naruto running there?
Pretty much. Well, not as intensely because he's not leaning as forward. But yeah.
Dean and Zach are triggered right now.
Why? Because you called him Naruto running, or because you don't know who Burger is?
Both.
Okay. Sounds about right. As for some Star Wars, we always have some Star Wars added in. They also released a Beskar Armor Mandalorian and the IG-88 with the child attached to him. I believe we talked about this when they released them, didn't we?
The regular one. These were at the time that we put these up, they were the first time Bandai showed these two. But yeah, it's IG-11, right? IG-11 I think he looks good, but the same issue with the Mandalorian, it looks like he's got like the no neck again. So hopefully they fix that.
Dude, whenever I saw that, the final for the Mandalorian, dude, I fucking died. Like he just looked like this, and I was done.
Yeah.
Like I don't have high hopes for this due to their previous one, but we'll see. I feel like it's still gonna be trash, but whatever. Also a Bike Scout and what is this guy? This is the basic Stormtrooper. I don't know. For some reason, I thought like he had like a particular name. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, the Bike Trooper dude, that's fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it'd be a nice alternative to getting the Hot Toy version, cheaper version, I'm sure.
A hell of a cheaper version, dude. Like that's not even the same ballpark.
Yeah, and then the Stormtroopers, the Remnant Trooper from the Mandalorian, which apparently, apparently, I think it's the same case with the Hot Toy one, where it's based off of the Rogue One version, which apparently is correct from the movie or the TV show, is that they're based on the Rogue One version of the Stormtroopers. But yeah,
beautiful. I don't even know how to address this figure because this thing is fucking ugly.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. This is the Wonder Woman 1984 from Bandai, and this looks terrible. God,
they strug dog with portraits for sure.
Oh my god, that face! It looks like she's literally about to cry.
So that's the funny part about face printing is how much it minimized the gap between like Black Series and Legends and things like that to a little bit higher end small figures like the Bandai Figure Arts ones. Like I feel like the gap of head sculpts and face portraits is not that big anymore. I think we've talked about it quite a few times, and I know Zach every once in a while will bring it up too. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer. But
yeah, because this looks like utter trash. Like I'm surprised Ian's not in the comments right now, like destroying this. because that is by far one of the worst face sculpts I've ever seen in my entire life. Like it literally looks like she's about to cry. But yeah, let's jump into some in game.
Zach said that's my face after I get roasted in the group chat.
That's pretty often, my man.
No kidding. She's like in the dynamic pose for the listeners right now with like her wrist crossing, like she's blocking a bullet or something, and has such a stoic face while she's doing it. Kind of funny, but
it's like her dog died.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. So Bandai also revealed some in-game stuff in regards to a Thanos, a Doctor Strange, and Fat Thor. I've never been a fan of Fat Thor, but Fat Thor has his electricity effect all around his body. Doctor Strange comes with a little bit of accessories, such as some green kind of add-ons that kind of portray his, I guess, his powers. They're not bad looking, even though we can't really see their face as clear, but they definitely, from this picture, look a hell of a lot better than fucking Wonder Woman.
Yeah, like, and these are the final battle versions because they've already came out with like the Endgame Thanos and the Endgame Thor. This one's like the final battle Thor. I don't know exactly what they calling it, but he's got like lightning effects everywhere. And apparently Foosh pointed out on his show that he caught in a different picture, somebody caught the head with kind of glowy eyes. So maybe that'll be a difference. And then Thanos is obviously just battle damage. That's the only other big difference there.
Naturally. I mean, what more could you do with him? Like, it's like fucking Iron Man's re-releases. Like, hey, we're just gonna make 1,000 Iron Mans, with a slight difference. But here's an Iron Man. They also released some Godzilla stuff, some monster arts. Now, I was not expecting. I've never pronounced his name properly. Is it Biollante or Biollante? Some shit like that, right?
I think it's Biollante.
Okay, that's what I figured. But they released him with some updated colors. That thing looks sick. Like, I saw that and I was like, holy shit, my butthole puckered up hard. Now,
yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You had something to say.
No. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
I mean, I am done. I was about to attack this Godzilla.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so the Biollante is actually it's kind of a re-release just with updated colors or updated paint job, which would be awesome because I'm pretty sure this guy goes for like $400 or $500, maybe more than that. But he's big. I know that's a big reason he goes for a lot, and I know all those arms are pretty articulated, and I love their monster art lines, as everyone knows.
Yes.
So I think that would be huge if he got re-released. Yeah, and then the other one was the Giant Monsters All Out Attack Atomic Blast Godzilla.
Yeah, and I hate it.
Yeah, I think this one maybe, I could be wrong. This guy is up for pre-order now, I think, on like Big Bad. You can find him and whatnot. But yeah, he's got like a blue tongue, blue effects on his back, and this may be a repaint as well.
Is it? I don't recall this one having a previous release.
It was a while back. Both of these are really old, like pushing.
I know the Biollante is, but I don't remember the Atomic. Sean, I don't recall seeing a pre-order date for in-game. Did you, Dylan?
No. You're talking about the Endgame teases?
Yeah.
I have not heard anywhere. I'm sure it'll just get released out of the blue. Like,
the only ones that I know for sure that are up for pre-order right now is the Scarlet Witch and then the battle damaged Iron Man, where he's on the rock, and both of those are on pre-order right now. It's open, and they're supposed to be released December at the end of this year. So that's all I have, or what we have on the releases of those guys. But yeah. So yeah. So back into the DBZ, the Burdock.
Yeah, Real quick, these are
kidding.
we're now entering.
I'm just kidding, Dylan. That's not Burdock, you loser.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
I know.
These are the Comic-Con exclusives that they announced, and I believe are still up for pre-order on P Bandai. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So yeah, this is him. That's all I had for him, honestly. But yeah, this is their Godzilla, their color edition. So I don't really understand the whole point behind the color edition thing. But this guy is going for $88. I'm assuming because he comes with a cool little box art set and a picture that is very small. But yeah, I don't see $88 there because this figure literally does absolutely nothing but stand there and look blue. They also announced a Son Goku Ultra Instinct sign. This guy is going for $60 as well. This actually looks really dope. I'm not gonna lie. I know Zach and Dean and all the other DVZ collectors are going to be stoked about this guy. Really, a lot of these releases, to be honest, like they really threw out some fire this time. They also threw out Android 17, his color edition, and he's going for $50, which, as you can tell, he comes with two different head sculpts. One where his hair is flat, and the other where it's has a little action effect. Next up, we have Android 18, the event exclusive color edition, which is going for $50 as well. She also comes with an extra head sculpt, same as Android 17. The only difference is Android 17 comes with his gun. That's really the only difference. She doesn't come with anything extra. But yeah, there they are standing together.
Do you know the story of the two androids or no? Or of these two figures?
I mean, if you would have asked me a long time ago, I could answer that, but I just know that they were created by a doctor, Android 16, 17, 18, and then there's Android 19, if I'm not mistaken. That's all I remember. Dude, I haven't seen this series in so damn long.
Yeah, so, Zach might correct us in the chat, so we'll come back to that.
It wouldn't surprise me, But yeah, dude, this is sick, dude. So this is Figure Arts Zero Super Saiyan Broly, the Burning Battles. He is going for $90. As you can tell, he doesn't have, it's just pretty much a statue, but this is dope, dude. Like, this really excited me. Along with Vegito. So Vegito is actually going for $70, and Vegito comes with two different head sculpts, one where he's kind of got his smirk and the other one where he's yelling. Yeah, so $70 and $90 for him and Broly. Like, dude, that's dope. The Broly really surprised me. Like, that thing looks so sick. But yeah, the only other thing that they're throwing out is a Tamashii Stage Dragon Ball. That is a metallic color, and that's going for $49. We don't have an image for that guy, but it was attempted. So just know that. Let's jump into some Marvel. You take the wheel, Dylan.
Okay. Yeah. So into Marvel Legends. This one is Spider-Man Marvel Legends 6-inch Toxin. This is an exclusive, but I'm not particularly sure where because I've seen him all over the place.
Same.
I think he was supposed to be a Pulse exclusive, but I don't know. I'll be honest with that one. But yeah, he looks awesome. He's red and he's got a red upper half, black bottom, and a green tongue. And apparently supposed to be seen as one of the more powerful symbiotes in the comics. So this one really looks cool. I think I might
Pre-order?
Yeah, I might get this one. I know that the Venom did pretty well, or was pretty well done. I haven't
the Build-A-Figure one.
No, the regular release or the release that wasn't Build-A-Figure.
Well, I mean, it was basically the same as the Build-A-Figure. It was just an actual figure,
just painted better. But yeah. So I got that in my pile of loot. So I'll talk about that once I get that in. But But yeah, and then next, they did a big like a Fox X-Men release binge. They did like the X-Men movie, Marvel Legends, Professor X, and Magneto. This one is cool. I know we talked about it earlier in the show. Jason was a fan of this one, and I know a lot of people are jacked because they come with multiple heads for all of them. They come with like the old actor versions, so like the holy crap, I'm blanking on Professor X's name. Either both of the actors.
Patrick Stewart.
Yes, it comes with the old one and then the younger guy too, who played him in the early days. Comes with both of their sculpts, and I think it's someone said Days of Future Past, and then just the original X-Men movies. So yeah, that's what it's based off of. And then also they did Wolverine from there, and I believe it's the original X-Men movie.
Yes.
And then they also did Mystique from those movies. But to like stick with Fox, I don't know if like licensing really got released on this when Fox got bought out by Disney or what. Because Hot Toys recently came out the cable, so I don't know if like something happened there where Disney just let everyone hack away at it. But anyways, Domino got released from Deadpool 2, and then they came out with a 2-pack of Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. God, I hate that name. And Deadpool looks pretty good from that. I didn't put any close pictures, but Deadpool looks pretty good. But Teenage Warhead looks terrible. If you zoom in on her face, I'm not telling you have to, Damien, but
I'll say yeah.
If anyone looks up a picture of her, it's terrible. It's not good. But
okay, that didn't do nothing.
No, it didn't. But they also did a 2-pack of Hawkeye and Old Man Logan, both comic versions, so not movie versions.
Hold on. Toy Mafia, the Goku is $60 on Premium Bandai. Go for it, Bill.
Okay, and then some exclusives that they did. So these two were Walmart exclusives. They are the X-Men Cable figure it looks like from Deadpool 2. And then I wonder if they just had to license it as that. And then the Venomized Captain America. I know a lot of people are saying they didn't give a shit about it, but about the Venomized Captain America,
I don't
like a Venom version of them.
I don't understand. Like, why would they? I'm just at a loss of words, to be honest. Like, I don't understand that one.
Seems no idea.
Yeah.
But both are sold out somehow. And then this one is yet to be released. It may be released by now, but at the time it wasn't. A Target exclusive Storm figure.
Dude, that thing looks sick.
Yeah, this was teased from their live stream. And then there was Marvel Legends series X-Men 3-pack, which was an Amazon exclusive. This includes Psylocke, Nimrod, and Phantom X. Again, a 3-pack Amazon exclusive. I think this one is up.
It is.
And then the big news from Marvel Legends. This one, I think Greg from the group was the one who was super jacked about this, and I know he's not the only one. But this is the HasLab Sentinel, and this was a backer program. He is huge. This one was a pretty big deal. So just to kind of list him off, he is 26.3 inches, LED lights in the head and chest, which requires 2 AAA batteries, 2 18-inch Sentinel tentacle accessories, which was the last tier, I think, that they added in, essentially. It also comes with a 6-inch Bastion figure with an alternate Sentinel Prime head. Comes with it comes with a comic book that they're gonna give you. The tier 1 that got unlocked was Marvel Legends Master Mold alternate head accessory, and then tier 2 was battle damage and hand accessory, and then 3 was Marvel Legends 6-inch female Prime Sentinel figure. So yeah, that's all the tiers that they did, and then I think the last one that they made the change to was the tentacle. I thought that's what I read somewhere, but yeah, this was a huge deal. It goes for, you can still back it. It ends in 32 days, which is August 24th. Estimated shipping fall 2021, and is $350 on Hasbro Pulse.
Wow.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. I'm not a huge Marvel, I guess, X-Men fan at all, really. Like, I watched the cartoon growing up, but this guy is pretty awesome, especially to go along with all the 6-inchers. Like, this could go along with anyone. Like, Mezco runs a little big, but like Mezco, Mafex, anything like that you collect, this guy could go with them. So yeah,
that's
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, that's fucking huge. But yeah, you wanna give a shit?
Yeah. So we'll take a break here, and we'll come back. Let's see. How's the chat doing? I haven't even checked. Sorry, I just opened the message. Is it blowing up?
But agree, Danley, that storm, bro, that thing won me. I have to dig into fucking X-Men now.
Yeah, so God, here I'm just actually gonna start. We'll start her back up here. Give me a second.
Yeah, drink your ginger ale.
Not ginger ale, it's water. But yeah.
Water in a can?
Canned water.
It's as bad as your fucking Busch Light the other day.
We want to thank our friends over at Wattle Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode of Small Talk. You can find them on Instagram, at Wattle Scrapyard, Facebook, and eBay as well. They make 3D printed parts that are hard to come by for like Kenner and Hasbro vehicles. They also work on resin printed head sculpts of dozens of different characters, especially in the Star Wars universe. I know I've had talks with him. I haven't gone through with it yet because I'm having trouble figuring out bodies I like for 1/6, but he will. I know Quinn mentioned it too, but I think I'm going to eventually work on a 1/6 Gomez from the Mezco line.
That would be dope.
Yeah. But yeah, he said, and then he always says, if you don't see a figure you like on his Instagram, send them a message and they can get it designed and printed for a reasonable fee. And you have 3 of his, right?
Yes, I have 3 head sculpts from him. And I still need to get them painted, but there are some pretty damn clean head sculpts. Like some of my favorite head sculpts. And they're not even painted. And it's like I don't need them to really be painted because they still look that good. So
have you done anything with them yet?
I'm supposed to send them. Don't stop. But I'm supposed to send them to Ian. But as you can tell, I'm very bad at getting things done. So yeah, but no, I'm supposed to send them over to Zach, and then send them off to Ian, so that way they can get painted.
Do you have plans for them?
I want to do customs, but yeah, I with the Darth Maul, like the Han Solo Darth Maul is actually supposed to start charging me like next month. So that whole entire like figure itself, I was just going to use the Sam head sculpt that I got from Sean for that. As a little second head sculpt, because the head sculpt that comes with that Darth Maul is really funky looking. So
I like
yeah.
it. I got that guy actually on pre-order too, so we'll have to wait till we both have him in hand and kind of do a two-way review, which we've never been able to do before in our life.
Yeah, then I also have the Sam head sculpt, so I'll outwin you. Haha.
Well, let's move on to some NECA news.
Hey.
So before I go into the Ninja Turtles,
Oh,
no, that's fine. You can keep them up.
tell
Funny
me what to do.
thing, this like the whole joke of this whole online Comic-Con thing is that Mezco actually, with their exclusives, had the smoothest checkout process out of P Bandai, Hasbro with their exclusives like on Target, Walmart, and NECA, which NECA's always bad. It's just the same song and dance. People were talking about how NECA's were selling out, NECA's exclusives were selling out in seconds, and then same with Hasbro's, like on Target, they were literally selling out in like 3 seconds, which is asinine. Like the bots, they cannot figure them out. I don't know what Mezco did, but now Mezco seems to actually have a handle on shit right now. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but it's been bad. I know a lot of NECA fans were very, very upset. NECA actually released a statement that said, "In case you missed our story from yesterday, we wanted to reiterate that we hear you. We have read your feedback and criticism. It's become very obvious that recently a number of scalpers are using sophisticated bots to capture our exclusives with the intent of selling them. We are in the process of installing features to slow down and stop bots, including limiting shipments to the same address, putting up CAPTCHA systems, along with other remedies. These features may not be immediate, but we are looking to implement them in the near future. Do not support scalpers. If you can't get them now, please be aware that we are placing additional orders for popular items such as Casey Jones and Disguise Raphael, Bebop, and Rocksteady. Additionally, we have a nice surprise for you in the coming weeks with an online exclusive that fans will be able to get one of." And I believe that one was the Jason will get there. But yeah, so this was it was a rough one. I know you read the comments.
Yeah,
And
I remember they posted that on their Twitter actually, and like everybody was just like dogging on them and upset. I was like, "Fuck, dude! Like, damn, they're doing their best."
The comments on their Facebook were pretty.
They're ruthless, dude.
Yeah, and honestly, I used to stand up for the companies with this, but when it's time and time again, you got to do something to prepare for it, especially when it's an online exclusive like this. And it's been this many times. Like NECA's had this problem. Mezco used to, and it fixed itself, or it didn't fix itself, but they sorted it out. Hasbro with their exclusives to like Walmart and Target, like it's just tough out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of a bummer for, I know, a lot of collectors who wanted these guys. So yeah, we're actually going to talk about one of these, or the exclusives that they mentioned. So this was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a 4-pack with musical Mutigan Tour 4-pack. $124 or $125, or with bundle for $150. You can own part of history with their 4-pack. It comes with Leo, Donnie, Raph, and Mikey, where they all have like Rockstar items. They also released like a movie accessory pack for them. It comes with like 4 pizza slice guitar picks, backstage pass, tote bag, souvenir, concert ticket, and adult size shirts from size to extra large. That's what the bundle was. So if you just wanted the figures of 125, the bundle was 150. So yeah. The bundle by itself, sorry, the accessory pack was $25.
Hmm.
And this wasn't an exclusive, but this one was also one we knew was coming. This was the Ultimate Doc Brown figure from Back to the Future. Comes with blueprints, another head sculpt, wrench, things like that. Yeah, this one looks well. I don't know. In their price range, looks pretty good.
I mean, it looks good. I'm not gonna lie. It does.
Yeah.
It looks like him, but yeah.
And then to their con exclusives, they released an exclusive Predator 2. So one thing I gotta say about NECA before I get into this is I have always enjoyed the way that they do exclusives. They don't do must needs. They don't do main characters. They do ones that are very not obscure per se, but like extra ones that only the hardcore guys need, which a lot of people say that, or a lot of people say that that's what exclusive should be. So, for instance, this guy, the Predator 2 City Demon Predator, it was a Walmart and online exclusive on their online store. They said you can have a chance to get them in store. I can't remember the date in Walmart, but a lot of people doubt that. This was like a in and out of camo version of Predator 2. Predator. Anyways, Predator 2 Predator. It's like when he gets rained on and it shows his camo coming off.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I believe the box even glows.
Mm-hmm.
When you open it, I think is one of the features with it. So yeah.
This is one Predator I can definitely get behind, though, for sure, because it's, something completely different,
Yeah, Predator 2 is my favorite designed Predator, but it is I don't think I'll have this one. I have like 4 different versions of the Predator 2 from NECA already, so I don't need it.
Wow, look at you with variety.
The other one was from Alien, and this is the Ultimate Big Chap, but glow in the dark version. So I believe it comes with everything that the 1979 Alien Ultimate figure is coming with. I don't even know if that's. I think it's in hand in certain places, but anyways, this version is glow in the dark, so like a luminescent green.
It's very ugly.
Yeah, and then the next ones I'll just skip, or I'll go through pretty quick. They're doing an Ultimate Olympic Gremlin. They're doing, and then I don't believe these are con exclusives. I think these are just releases, but a NECA Ultimate Scream Ghostface. And then I believe the New Blood Jason is the one that they were talking about where you can only purchase one of. Not 100% sure about that, but I know a lot of people are pretty happy to see that they could get this one.
A lot of people are stoked over Ghostface, dude.
Yeah,
like, people are losing their shit over Ghostface.
Yeah, I know Manny was pretty jacked about these. Ghostface comes with 4 heads, which is pretty awesome. Once again, like their ultimate version, though NECA did say that they're going up in price with their ultimates. Yeah, I think by about like $10.
That's not too bad.
So, no.
As long as the quality stays up to par,
Yeah. They also showed a Back to School Gremlin, a Target exclusive, but I haven't seen that up yet.
Yeah, I didn't see any pictures or anything relative to it. So.
Yeah. Whew. God.
Right? That was a mouthful, huh?
I know. On to Hasbro hits. So this was pretty big. They came out with quite a bit of stuff since our last show in the Classified series. This is G.I. Joe Classified series. They came out with Wave 2. That includes Cobra Commander, Gung Ho, and Red Ninja. They came out with a different Cobra Commander as well, but they also came out with a Prophet Director Destro, which is, I believe, a Pulse exclusive. Sorry, I'm skipping all around here, but yeah, that's that the red ninja that you got there. And then on a Pulse exclusive, they also came out with a Cobra Commander Regal variant, which is like a lighter blue.
Yeah, that's him right there.
Yeah, and I think you have until the 31st of July to order that one. The other one is kind of a darker blue. Yeah, this, or it might be, yeah, I think the Regal's the light.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the Regal's the lighter version.
But yeah, he was initially a release on, God, I can't remember. They had like an obscure app that they did a pre-order with him through. And he sold out pretty quick. And I know a lot of people were upset that they didn't get him because a lot of people didn't have this app. God, I wish I could remember what this app was called. But yeah, anyway, so they did eventually make him a Pulse exclusive. I think a lot of people were expecting that anyways. So yeah, you have until the end of the month to get that. And I know our boy Jason Nelson did his own kind of review on some of the G.I. Joes that he had bought from Hasbro. He said, I'm just going to read here. He said, only 2 complaints. Their backpacks pegging too high on their back, which makes the packs look like they defy gravity. Big complaint is that he hates these ring hip sockets. So they're like hip ball socket kind of things. He said they add fragility with not enough benefit to range of motion. It allows these hips to shrug down, which is also not a natural movement our bodies make. I hope Hasbro stops this BS hip and just goes with barbell ball socket that runs through the pelvis, and because it does add fragility again. Outside of those 2 things, he loves the look and feel of them, and hopes to get in. And hope we get enough interest in them that Hasbro continues the series for at least 20 waves to come, not just die off after 2 to 3, like that's happened. I would say that they. This is one of those lines that always is going to be at risk for dying off, mainly because of the fan base. It's older than you and I, and just like with a lot of things, when they run out, they run out. And like I think that in our interview with Chronicle Collectibles with Amy, she talked about that a little bit and like how NECA struggled with Planet of the Apes line because of that. So that's definitely a real thing to worry about. But he finished it off saying some other tweaks others have made are adding a little super glue to the lockdown belts and harnesses so those don't jostle around. But yeah, it looked like he had them in some good poses and they can stand on their own, which is always good for a $20 figure. But yeah, on to Black Series under Hasbro. This was a lot here too. So GameStop came out with their exclusive, which was based off the Bounty Hunter game, Jango Fett. This is supposed to be like a gaming version of it, gaming great or whatever they call this line. God, it's just an excuse. Essentially, it's a repaint for their Jango. I think he's missing one of his jetpacks. I could be wrong, but he comes with a head sculpt at least. And I know the jetpack looked a little lighter, than in the movie, but apparently that represents the game.
His head's then trash.
Yeah, I mean it's face print. I don't think it's terrible, but this is due in September only at GameStop. I think you can still get them actually.
I believe you can. I believe I saw it on there yesterday.
Yeah. Ahsoka Tano. So these were a big 4 that a lot of people were upset about. These were all Walmart exclusives. So I'll list them off quick and then we can talk about them. But again, these are all Walmart exclusives and all sold out within minutes.
Yeah.
Ahsoka Tano from Clone Wars. As you know, Rebels was already released. 332nd Clone Trooper, which is the one with her face design on it. And then the Mandalorian Loyalist and Mandalorian Super. which the super is like the Death Maul spikes on the head and everything like that. These were the ones I was among the ones I was talking about that sold out and no one stood a chance. Essentially, I think there's a few people that actually snagged these. Like they're like with some of the NECA, I know people were legit saying I didn't even stand a chance. I like the bots got them all. Whereas these ones, I think people were able to snag a few, but they still sold out very quick, which was a bummer for me. I really wanted the 2 Mandalorian, like the Loyalists and Super versions, and then I would have taken that Clone Trooper too, but hopefully they open back up at a later date. It's very possible they do. I would stay connected to the Yak Face and all those guys over on Instagram and make sure you keep alerts out for them. Would you get any of them?
I would get Ahsoka Tano, but since I already have the Rebels one kind of on pre-order, I don't really see a reason to. But as far as Mandalorians, I've never really been a big fan of the Mandalorians, so I don't really see myself getting them, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of copied Dean, like I've said many times before, to where I like to collect a lot of the troopers that they do. And these guys would be included, but doesn't look like I'll be able to get them, so that's sick.
Well, at least you come to realization there. But let's talk about this trash.
Yeah, so this is just a repack, the Wampa, from obviously Empire Strikes Back. This is just like it's supposed to be I think in their vintage line.
Yeah.
Like Kenner tribute. Again, just a repack of their old Hoth Wampa snow monster figure. I think, is it Dean or Jason,
it was Jason
in the group? Yeah, it was trash talking because apparently the arms are just garbage and breaking all the time. I'm sure he'll let us know here, but yeah. Next we got the 2 Target exclusives. Now these came from the Disney World. Oh, Galaxy's Edge. Sorry.
It's like, wait.
These were Galaxy Edge exclusives through Target. These ones I was really butthurt about too. I didn't give a shit about the DJR 3X. Yeah, that's the droid. But the Captain Cardinal I was bummed about. Not a big, it's not a huge fancy looking figure. All it would have been, if this would have been released before episode 9, this would have been huge, because it would have been among the first red stormtroopers that we've seen like this. And Captain Cardinal is actually from a book I read, the Captain Phasma book. Very good book, I thought. It explained her story pretty well. It just makes you more mad that they didn't do her justice.
Oh, I'm still mad.
Yeah, but she essentially, I won't spoil it, but these two are kind of rivals in the book. So the Captain Cardinal is like a First Order stormtrooper with a black cape, but all red, along with his guns. He looks very similar to Sith Trooper without a lot of the grooves in the helmet and whatnot. That's the biggest difference there. But yeah, I was really jacked about. I would have definitely gotten this guy if I could have, and another one that sold out in seconds. I think when I was reading the comments, I don't know if anyone got this guy. And sold out in Target. They say check back in stores in August. We'll see if I actually find them or not. Another release is in their 3.75 line is the Clone Wars 501st Legion ARC Troopers Vintage Collection Special Set. This is the 3. It's with, what is it? 5s. Jesse.
Echo 5s
and Echo. Yeah. I think these guys look awesome. They seem to be painted really well, but 3.75, they won't be super articulated or anything like that. They're going for $50, September release. I don't think they're up yet, but a lot of people think they'll be they'll be going up, and then probably within the next month. Hopefully, not terrible
Dude,
to get.
you already know these are gonna sell out within the first like fucking hour.
Yeah, hopefully they're not exclusives. We'll
There's
see.
so many fans of the 501st Legion that like these are gonna all I gotta say is if you want these, you better live on like keeping up with when these are being released because they're gonna be gone.
Yeah, if they're exclusives for sure.
Dead ass.
And then the last big release was this is actually up. This went up today at, I believe, via Toy Arc. They said like 10 a.m. today. This is.
Go ahead. No, I think you're going to answer my question.
This is Vintage Collection Galaxy's Edge Millennium Falcons.
Okay, you didn't answer my question. You just read what was already there.
Smuggler's Run vehicle. This is also, I believe, I don't know if a repack or is more of a restock. This is Target only. Again, Target exclusive. And this is, I think, for 3.75 inch. Supposed to be like a vintage Kenner line and goes for $400.
Yeah, this is like what was that Hasbro Falcon line? God damn it, I can't remember what it's called. I have the Falcon, the third release of it. But yeah, dude, like $400, dude, that's fucking steep.
And pre-order sold out. Yeah, pre-order sold out. Just went up today. They say it's coming August 30th of 2020. So check back on release date for more.
God damn, $400, dude.
Yeah, it's massive.
I know, mine's fucking huge. I think it's like 22 inches long.
Yeah, this one is 23.82 inches by 25.98 inches. Yeah. 41 pounds. And yeah, it takes batteries and all that via part.
Yeah, it has a lot of effects and all that. That's not, I mean, $400 is steep, man. Like, well, I got mine for like $50. So there you go, Dean. It's the legacy line. It's the reissue of the Millennium Falcon that's 2.5 feet long.
Okay.
I couldn't remember the fucking name of it, but the legacy. Yeah.
But yeah, just some kind of little bit more obscure news. Just to run through quick. Action Force. What is
this?
Sergeant Slaughter, which is like a fictional character, has teamed up with Valaverse to become part of their Action Force. Valaverse, if you guys don't remember, was a Kickstarter by a guy who broke off of Hasbro. Wasn't happy with quite a few things. I know there's a lot of stories and things out there on why he left Hasbro, but essentially he's doing his own thing. And I believe his name is Bobby Vala, something like that. But yeah, he's got a lot of these up. I know you can find them like now on Big Bad Toy Store, so it looks like they're getting started. But yeah, they teamed up with Sergeant Slaughter, and you can get them now.
I remember that. That was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, it's been going on for
a
year.
Because we talked about his Kickstarter he had going on.
Yeah, they're kind of a off G.I. Joe brand.
Yeah,
Action Forces.
Yeah.
This one we won't say a ton about, just because I know Chronicle wasn't able to talk about it a ton, but they were working on a Kickstarter for 112 action figures for Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I know they were having some licensing things with giving out more information, but definitely keep an eye on that. I want that to happen, so I'm pretty jacked about that. I know.
Didn't you mention that? Was it you or was it Dean and them where they were talking like who would want a 1/12 scale of Jurassic Park figures? Like, who wants it for a Kickstarter to be even started?
This guy.
Oh,
I don't really care how it's done. I just want it to happen.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a debate for another day, and we'll wait till we're able to speak more
Yeah,
about
more
it,
about
till
it.
we have more information. But I know that a big reason they wanted it through a Kickstarter was essentially marketing. Get it to more eyes. I know I've talked about the Jurassic Park collecting network.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty fun network, and I think if these get in those hands, it'll do well. This one I thought was cool. We usually don't cover a whole lot of Diamond,
Because they don't
as
release very much.
they release too much in my
Really? I
yeah.
don't think normally like newer, like I guess interesting things.
Yeah, this one I just thought was cool, but
Very cool.
they did a ton of stuff for Comic Con, but this one was a Comic Con exclusive box set. It was sold out currently at Entertainment Earth, but it's still on Big Bad Toy Store for $50. It's a Tron Deluxe, like VHS tape figure. The box is a VHS tape. It's really cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought this was kind of a cool, different,
Tape.
exclusive that they did. But yeah,
Yeah,
Diamond,
I owned a fucking Diamond Select Darth Maul, dude. That thing was dope.
really.
Mm.
Um, and then next, Square Enix came flying out of the blue. They did Marvel Universe variants for Captain America, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's like the Iron Spider version. These look crazy. This seems more of your style, Damien, than mine. I'm not a big fan of them. Not that everything has to be movie like accurate for me, but I at least like realistic looking things.
I'm a little shook that you think this is my style, because I do not like any of these. The only ones I liked that they did was the DC characters because dude, those things look sick. The play arts, Joker, and I mean, I own the Dark Side. Like that Dark Side is definitely one of my, literally probably my favorite figure that I own. Like that thing is
Yeah.
clean. But yeah, like the DC figures that they did is, oh my god, dude, those things look dope as fuck.
Well, that's
Like,
probably
why you thought
why I
that?
thought, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like those. It's cool because they do their own take on the characters, but sometimes they do go a little too far. For instance, with these, like I don't like this. I'm Spider-Man. That he looks pretty cool. Like I'm down for that. But the Captain America and the Iron Man, I'm not too big of a fan of. Like, especially the Captain America, he looks odd. But I will say, like a lot of their, play art style is very anime, which it's very cool as well. I love that they do that, that style. But like I said, they do go a little too far with the figures. So yeah, that Captain America, I do not like at all.
Yeah, and they're going for 135, so you better make sure
Ooh,
you like them if you're gonna
yeah. See,
go
my
for
dark
them.
side was $70, man. Hey, what's up, Sean? But yeah, that's steep, bro. Well, you do get a lot of accessories, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you do because with my dark side, all I got was, I believe, an extra head sculpt and then two sets of hands, and that was it. And that was $70. But I probably just maybe I got a good deal on them. I don't know. But yeah, that's steep.
Godzilla vs. Biollante SH Monster Arts special color version. That just went up on Big Bad. I just saw that today, so that's a new thing. We just talked about that, and it looks like that went up. It's up for $295 right now with a $30
Oh,
non-refundable deposit. But that's pretty
that's pretty good,
exciting.
dude. That's a good price for him.
Yeah, first debuting in 2013. Yeah, I knew it was a while ago.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I knew I was in college when it came out, but
You old man.
yeah, back to normalcy here. We got Storm came with one big release. It's Motaro, like a centaur looking dude from
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
which they announced this last year with the Mortal Kombat set that they have now, including with the Injustice set. So this has been a very awaited figure from them, especially due to the size of this guy.
Yeah, it's I know fans of this line are pretty jacked because all they seem to do is come out with redos and re-releases, repaints of like Scorpion and Sub-Zero. So
Yeah, which is true. Like it's nonstop, constant.
yeah.
But I will say, like, so I actually just received, like, I received my Dark Side from Storm last week, and I will say, like, so I paid 120, I believe, for him, and he definitely feels that quality. Like his armor, like the figure itself is beautiful. It's a really pretty figure, and like I don't really have any complaints about it at all. I will say, I guess like my one complaint is the size. I expected him to be a little taller because I believe Doomsday is like 10 inches tall, if I'm not mistaken. And they said Darkseid was supposed to be a little bit shorter, but I mean, my plate arts is taller than him, than my Storm Darkseid, so that was a little upsetting. But overall, I highly recommend these figures, dude. Like they are dope. You definitely get what you pay for.
What do you think of the paint and everything on your Dark Side?
It's flawless, dude. Like the sculpt, the color, like, dude, it's a fucking nice ass figure. Like I am not gonna lie. Yeah, like like I said, I don't have much to really complain about it except for, like I said, the size. But yeah, dude, like he's fucking dope. Like, and I will say the only complaint that I've heard from the Doomsday is just his head being a little too small for his body, scale wise. But other than that, like I've heard a lot of great things so far, and even I can agree. Like it's worth it, especially if you're thinking about it. Like, do it.
Yeah, definitely. The only one I have is the Bane, and yeah, I love him. He scales well with a lot of the higher end ones like Mezco and Marvel and Mafex and whatnot. So this one, so I'm not a big Yamaguchi fan, but this is Cable. This is the Marvel Amazing Yamaguchi Revel Tech number 20 Cable by Kyoto. I think I said that right. Probably not. Yeah, this is the kind of classic blue and yellow suit by Cable, and this looks pretty damn cool.
This looks fucking sick, dude.
Going for 95, up for pre-order now. They post.
How tall is he?
I think he's the like 6.7 inches.
7 inches.
Yeah.
He looks sick, dude.
Yeah, he's got like eye effects, really articulate, obviously, since he's Reveltech. I've just been scared of Reveltech from years ago. I bought their Alien Queen. God, this was probably 10 years ago. And that thing was like $120, and it was about this big, about a foot long.
Really?
And it was so loose, man. Everything was like the jaw just fell apart. The spikes in the back would fall apart, and it was super articulated. But man, it stressed me the hell out working with that thing. I think I still have it somewhere, but
well, I hope so for $120.
Yeah, I was disappointed in it. If you ever have the choice, I think they're obviously long gone now, but if you ever have the choice, definitely get the Neko Queen before that. But I know like they showed this guy Cable with like Deadpool and whatnot. He looks pretty good.
He does actually. He looks nice.
Yeah, like the contrast of like his blue, it's you can't really see in that picture, But if you look him up, he's got kind of like a cool texture on his bodysuit that looks actually, it goes well with everything. And then his arm is a really nice chrome, and his guns are obviously over exaggerated, but
I think his guns do need a little more, paint to them, because they're just, to me, it just looks like gray plastic. Like they're just like, oh, here's some guns. Let's just throw some fucking paint on them real quick and give it that. Like it looks cheap. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so I think that's supposed to be kind of, they want to cartoon it a little bit, but yeah, I think this guy looked pretty awesome. I just wanted to kind of outline him a little bit, just for kind of something different there.
Yeah, definitely. So, Dylan,
I don't think we. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, I don't think we ever said, but we kind of wanted to wait. We were having a little bit of issues.
Yesterday?
Yeah, a little bit of issue. No, last week or 2 weeks ago when we were gonna do our show. So we, like, I think with you getting laid off work, and so what we decided to do is kind of just do a big ultimate show with Comic-Con and kind of do it all at once at the end of the month here. So that's kind of what we're doing, and why the show is so long. But we're also bringing back a classic segment. Take her away, Damien.
All right. So if you guys, have been with us from the beginning, you guys know that I do photography, and I included my photography in the show. So we brought it back. So yeah. So what I used to do for the new guys or newcomers is that I would take figure photography, and I would kind of find ways that, people who didn't have, the extra expensive stuff, that they could still achieve such, pictures, such a sort, with ease. So that's kind of what I did. And now I'm going to get back into that. So for instance, here you see my Hot Toys Dooku and my Sideshow Grievous. So with this picture, it's very easy to create. So I got a black poster board and stuck it underneath a desk. I mean, you could do it with a desk, a table, just anything that you can make kind of a box like with. I wouldn't say a cardboard box. I attempted that, and it didn't give out the same, lighting. But a desk of any sort, anything that has like a rectangular kind of or box-like area, you can do this with. But I did throw a poster board in the back. The lighting and such. So for instance, like with the red light, I actually had my phone and I had a red background highlight, or on my phone, threw my brightness all the way up, and it illuminated the red smoke. Now I will say with this image, I did do some photoshopping, seeing as how I couldn't really light a firework or anything. A candle wouldn't give off this smoke effect. So Photoshop was in play in this photo. So if you have it, if not, even a small, a simple editing site online, you could do this with. But to achieve this image, it was literally, I had no lights on. All I had to illuminate was my surface. You could use a tablet or, any bright, not so bright light, but something to kind of give off an illuminance to shine onto the figures. Play with the lighting a little bit. I had my surface on the left side, as you can tell in the photo. With photos in dark areas, you want to allow yourself to, open the lens up a little bit to allow light to come in. So with this, I had my lens at f1, the aperture. And then, f-stop. And then I had my ISOs up to 600, which is the ISO is the mechanical light. And my shutter speed was at 1/15th of a second, which allows, it kind of alternates with the ISO. So you don't want your shutter speed too high. Too too quick because you're also allowing light in as well. So with my lens already completely open, fully open, and my ISO is really high, you don't, all you're pretty much doing is blurring, blowing this picture up with light, and it's just not going to illuminate. So that's easily done with, that's how I created this picture, as well as the next picture that I did with my Sith Inquisitor, one of my customs. With this guy, the exact same setup, 1.1/15 of a second, f1, and then my ISO was again at 1600. With this one you can't. I had no Photoshop. No Photoshop was used. The red light you see is, again, my phone. I had a red background that I downloaded off of Google. Threw my brightness all the way up, and then set it really, really close. I got like one of the stands for my 1/6 figures, and I sat my phone on top of that to kind of, give it some elevation to where it really hit him. And that's where you see that illuminance.
So that red background, is that like a actual sheet, or is that edited in?
So the background is actually a black foam board. It's the exact same foam board I used for Dooku and Grievous. The red that you're seeing on there is just the reflection from my red phone screen. So everything red in this photo is just from my phone. It's the red background that I had. When you're in a dark area like this, literally I had no lights on except for my Surface and my phone. The light is just, it booms, dude. Like, it blares. So like the little bit of light, this is what I'm getting. So again, play with, your lighting wherever you want it to hit. And yeah, that's how I achieve this. It's very easy. Of course, if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me. But yeah, some easy stuff. The next one is even easier. So I did a shoot with my buddy's Groot that he got from Sideshow. A lot of with the photos, I try and kind of make them relevant to the characters in the TV show or the movies or whatnot, to kind of give them some character, a little bit of story, something fun.
This is the Hot Toy.
Is it the Hot Toys?
Yeah, it's a Hot Toy. I think
I couldn't remember.
Galaxy 2 life size.
Yeah, so he bought one of those because he did a what's his name? Star-Lord? I think so. Yeah, I can't remember his fucking name for the life of me, but he did a cosplay of him, and so he bought this guy. But that is his what the hell is that thing called that he carried around with his fucking cassette tape in it? They have a fucking specific name.
Walkman?
Yeah, the Walkman. There you go. But yeah, I grabbed his Walkman, sat him on his patio. It had like a little wooden, what a patio does, and kind of just sat him there. I threw my shutter speed up to 1/125th of a second. My ISO was like 640, and again, opened my lens all the way up to allow some sunlight in to really get that bokeh is what it's called. That's what you see in the background, all the dots. And yeah, that it's really easy, man. It's a lot of people that I talk to that are attempting figure photography, they kind of overthink it. And so yeah, that's why I did enjoy doing this segment, because simple things that you can do with your everyday household items, you can create images like this. And it's, once you kind of get that understanding, then everything like idea wise is just like, oh, I can use like, a poster board to create a background, or a desk, or my phone screen or whatever to light it up, and things such as that. So yeah, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, ask away. But yeah, that's the photo segment that I used to do, and it's pretty cool to be bringing it back. It's definitely fun. So be on the lookout for that, because I will continue doing this from here on out. I will post these guys on our Instagram. So yeah. Now, to continue off with the show, we want to give a shout out to our Patreons. Here we go. Again, if I butcher your name, please don't find where I live and kill me. Ben Porter, Griffin Campbell, Sean Fear, Ian Seavey, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguiar, Dan Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krett, Jason Nelson, Big Fern, King Zachary,
Big Fern.
Fifth, I assume it's Cesar Mariquin, Eric Ruiz, Mario Cortez, Stephen Percha, Sean Utsi, Scott Bradley, Jesse Contreras. Thank you guys. Like, seriously, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for all the support. You really have no idea how much it helps. But for everyone that doesn't know what the Patreons are, it is a membership through the network. There are two different memberships. One's a $5 one. Now the $5 open offers swag from the Collecting Weekly Network. It includes a sticker that's sent straight to your door. We order our stickers at the end of the month to ensure we have an appropriate amount of stickers for everyone that wants one. And the other membership we have is a $15 one, which is the Crispy membership. It includes the official certified Crispy certification on first pledge, a free sculpt painted by Darkside Customs, which he's amazing if you don't know Ian yet. But you get a Darkside Customs one per year. You're responsible for shipment both ways. Assistance was figure fixed by Zach, which, hit him up beforehand instead of, on the dot. And you also get all the previous benefits from the $5 one as well. So it's a pretty good deal, especially for the free sculpts from Ian. Like, go check out his page on Facebook, even on Instagram. He's damn good at what he does. It's pretty fucking mind blowing. But yeah, that's the Patreon. Collecting Weekly Network includes a ton of shows, as you can tell. Starting off with Collecting Weekly, the show itself, which is Zach and Dean. They also do After Dark, and Live and Let Die. So I don't know why I could not get that out, but that's ran by Zach, Dean, Devin, and Cody.
You idiot!
They shut up, Dylan. They play Dungeons and Dragons. So if that's something that you're into, definitely give them a listen because it's pretty fucking dope. It's definitely something different. Only Fools and Collecting, Ian and Pete. They talk about other figures as well, and they are hilarious as usual. Collecting Rarities by Rainer. He collects or talks about things that people collect that aren't really figure related, such as lightsabers and smaller things. Collecting Comics, which is ran by Sean. If you're a comic collector or enjoy comics in general, definitely give him a listen. He does some pretty different shit. Dylan actually enjoyed.
Get a sculpt by him and then send it to Ian when you're a Patreon.
Hey, there you go. 2 in 1.
A crispy Patreon.
Hey. There's also Creeps R Us, which is ran by Manny. If you like horror movies, paranormal talk, any sort of that would give you goosebumps, check it out. Wiki of the Year, which is ran by Zachary De Hoyos and Mac Withrow. They talk about kind of everyday lifestyle things and toys. But yeah, that's everything on the network. And Small Talk is recorded. Normally we record every other Thursday. We were supposed to record yesterday, but I had a lot of technical issues, which kind of put me in the echoey room. That was a weird word. But we record every other Thursday, and our audio is released the following Thursday. So yeah, that's us. You have anything you want to say, Dylan?
No. Sideshow just released a promo code, so it's $5, Damien. It's only good for 3 more minutes. Go redeem that. It's Booth Tour HT.
Ooh. But as far as that goes, thank you guys for listening to Small Talk, a show where we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. I'm your host, Damien, and as always, my boy Dylan.
Good night, guys.
Later. Thanks for listening. Peace out. Tupac.